Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. Look, I tried to do a live video. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see it. That was my first time ever trying to do that. And the reason why I was doing it is because I wanted to get as many people as possible to hear what I was having to say. But I don't know whether that backfired or not. Anyway, I'm going to briefly say what I said previously. Okay, here's what I came on here for. You know, we always talking about the stuff that's going on in the world with the shortage of this, that, and the third, especially food and stuff. And I'm telling you guys that sooner or later they're gonna have some restrictions on not only how much water you can bottled waters you can get, but restrictions on the food and how much you can buy from the supermarket. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can use some of the food that you have in the house and for later to grow it, because in other words you can eat food and then you can stuff like this. See these potatoes right here? These potatoes, if you go to you see these little dots on the potatoes. Well, it came from potatoes that I had in the garden already that I grew one year before, and so I saved these potatoes, a couple of them, out of the ground, and I allowed these little buds to come on them. You put them in a dark space and you leave them underneath a dark shelf and stuff, and you'll get these little eyes that grow on them. Well, once these eyes grow on them, you would cut around them and let them dry out for a couple of days, put them in the ground, and you can get a whole bag of potatoes almost with just one potato, or these little two pieces cut in half. So what I'm telling you is, you have more than what you think you know in your cupboard right now, in your house right now. So take a couple of potatoes if you have some, put them to the side right now, put them on the bottom shelf. Take some onions, take a couple of onions, a piece of bag, things of onions, put them in the bottom of your shelf, lay them out flat in a dry, dark space, and they will grow eyes on them, and we'll be able to plant them in the upcoming planting season. And I will show you how to do it. Even if you do not have a yard or something where you can grow them in, I'm going to still show you alternate ways that you can still grow your food, okay? So you won't run out of food and you won't have to go to the supermarket to do it. My dog is barking because the FedEx man is coming. Okay, so, and you see that bucket right there? Those are sweet potatoes in the back there. And these are some of the sweet potatoes that I checked on them a little while ago. They're not ready yet. But you see, this is forming into a sweet potato, you see? And then I went into my garden and I picked some green beans. You see this right here? This is a seed inside of here. All food has seed in it. You can take green beans that you have, if you have them fresh, you get them from the supermarket, and you get them fresh, you take one of the seeds out, and you lay them on a napkin and let them dry out. And then you store them away until it's planting season, okay? You saying, well, I might not have no sweet potatoes or nothing like that. And you take sweet potatoes and do the same thing, okay? You might say, I don't have anything to grow no seeds with. Well, let me tell you how you can go and get it. What I need you to do is, you can go to your local farmer's market. You can get bags and boxes of potatoes, all different types of potatoes. The farmer market will sell it to you cheap in bundles and bulk, okay? And that way, you don't have to worry about going into the supermarkets where they don't have the stuff at anyway and fighting in line for over food, where you can go to the farmer's market and get it. You can get great big bags of apples and stuff like that too. And with the big cartons of apples from the farmer market and stuff, you can make apple cider, apple butter, apple sauce, apple juice. There's a whole lot of things you can do with an apple, okay? And I can show you how to can that and store it, to dry it, dehydrate it, and what have you, so that food will last you a long time. You can also take the seeds out of an apple and grow your apple tree. I have 3 of them down in the yard. You see what I'm saying? So it's food that you already have in the house. You're just gonna have to start thinking outside the box now. You can't just be throwing stuff away willy-nilly, like. Even with tomatoes, even with a whole tomato. Don't you know, if you open up a tomato, you see the little seeds of the tomato? You can take some of the seeds out of the tomato and dry them out on a nice napkin like this. It's a regular napkin. And let it dry out and store that. And when planting season comes, we can plant us some tomatoes, okay? Now, you can also ask the farmer person that if he having old food or stuff that, you know, like that he don't need or don't want, you know, like old bananas and stuff like that. Bananas, if you do, you can mash up the bananas. You can make a banana pudding. You can take the banana peelings and use it and all the scraps of your food and put it in a little in your backyard. Make a little section that you can put your little garden in and throw that stuff in there. We can use that as a compost. And what that be is that's like fertilizer. It will fertilize your ground to get it and cover it up, and it'll decompose. And you can wait until the summer or the spring when it's time to grow your food, and I'll show you how to work with it. So it's a lot of ways that we can eat, y'all. We can still eat. We don't have to worry about all this kind of crazy stuff. Oh, and I was saying in the other video too, if you have some pinto beans or some lima beans or white beans, navy beans in your cabinet, which you should have, everybody should have, that's like a staple. I mean, if you don't like it, somebody else gonna like it. You know, they don't have to, or you don't just buy food for yourself. You buy it for your family and other people who may need some or want some. Well, you take that bean right there, and you can put that on the bottom shelf in a dark space too, and that will grow a little seed in it. That'll grow a little greenness from it, and when it's time to plant, you can plant that sucker too and have a whole bunch of beans, okay? So I'm just telling you, I just wanted to come on and tell you guys ways that, you know, you can eat, because it's ways out of situations that you can't see. And I told you, I can see things that sometimes you might not be able to see because you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not saying that I can see things like I'm better than you. I'm just saying sometimes, well, yeah, I think deeper than you do sometimes because you got too much noise in your head. Get the noise out of your head and you can think a little clearer. Okay? All right, then. Well, so anyway, I won't be doing any more Facebook Live videos since I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to stick to what I know. Okay? Oh, and one more thing. You guys can also go, like I said, to, I wrote it there. Oh, yeah, you can go to food banks. But I don't want you to go to food banks and try to, and get food and stuff, especially if you know the elderly and people that need it, really need it. But I'm saying you can go to the food banks and get the food that they want to discard or throw away. You get that, and I'll show you how to work with it. Again, you can use that as compost to go in your garden. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of food it is, you can use it to eat as well, you know. But anyway, I'm going to be coming back and forth on this, you know, to talk to you guys and tell you some more stuff that's in my head. But right now, I'm going to give you that little bit. So you hold on to that. And go to, right now, race to your farmer markets. Get all the fruits and vegetables you can get. And if you have to go from town to town to get them and stock up on them. And I'll show you how to store it so you won't ever run out food, okay? Oh, and one more thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to let you go. Also, I want you to start practicing going at least 24 hours without anything to eat. If you have to take medication and all that kind of stuff, you know, your medicine require you to have some food to eat. Go ahead and eat, but don't gorge out, because you need to start practicing on how to, and I told you guys this before, way back before any type of pandemic, I told you guys to start teaching your children how to fast, and that you know how to, and you needed to learn how to back up off of food and stuff like that, because I knew this was coming. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys later, all right? Peace be unto you guys. And take heed to me now. I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. I'm talking because I know that I know that I know. And I want you to know and be safe and happy. Okay? Peace, family.